In the east lies the most sinister of Valyria's daughters. On the edge of the Quone River, within the vast primordial forest of Essos, waits Cahor, the city of sorcerers. It is known that the dark arts are practiced heavily here, even to this day. Such things as blood magic and necromancy, even divination, are whispered of. Even in modern times, the vast ancient forest of Cahor have never fully been explored. It is thought that they may conceal many mysteries and wonders at its core. Cahor is the only place in the known world where the reworking of Valyrian steel has been preserved, and the secret is guarded heavily. Steel made in Cahor itself is said to be superior in every way to the best castle-forged steel of Westeros. Maester Pole wrote that during his time in Cahor, he was whipped 3 times publicly for making too many inquiries about the process in which Valyrian steel is reworked. In the final instance, his hand was also removed. Pole wrote that the true reason for him being exiled was his discovery of the blood sacrifices, including the killing of slaves as young infants in an effort to reproduce steel equal to that of the Valyrian freehold. Cahor is one of the richest and most exotic of the free cities. The wealth of Cahor is hidden within the vast forest. The sprawling towns and the spring cities of the lower Rorn River hunger for wood, as their forests have long since been destroyed. Beyond Cahor lie the fabled lands beyond the bones, and the desolation that was the kingdom of Sonar, and the sheer vastness that is the Dothraki Sea. For this reason, Cahor is known as the gateway to the east. Of the free cities, Cahor is the most like old Valyria. Though the people of Cahor do not possess dragons, they have the best approximation of Valyrian steel, and they are the best at reworking Valyrian steel. They have preserved at least some of the spells and sorcery left over from the Valyrian Empire, and lastly, they worship at least one strange and terrible deity. The god of Cahor is known as the Black Goat, and he demands daily blood sacrifices. Mostly animals such as horses or cows are used, but it is reported that on holy days, criminals that are condemned go beneath the knives of cowled priests, and it is even said that the high nobles in times of crisis and danger will even offer up their own children to appease their god. In modern times, relations between Cahor and its sister city Norvos have been decent, though the Black Goat is regarded by the people of Norvos as a demon with an especially vile and treacherous nature. If you are familiar with my A Song of Ice and Fire videos, then you know that George R. R. Martin has often referenced Lovecraft in relation to gods, particularly gods with malevolent nature. This is indeed another reference. In Lovecraftian mythology, Shub-Niggurath is described as a perverse fertility deity, said to appear as a large mass of cloud which extrudes black tentacles and short, writhing goat legs. Shub-Niggurath is often associated with the phrase, "the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young." According to Lovecraftian mythology, the black goat is the figurehead through which Shub-Niggurath is worshipped. Is the Black Goat of Cahor also the representative of some entity without form? The Lovecraftian references found within A Song of Ice and Fire hint at a far more peculiar world than initially expected, where inconceivable monstrosities could potentially lurk within every corner hidden to the inhabitants of the planet. And perhaps it is better that such entities stay hidden. George R. R. Martin has stated that no gods will ever appear in his series, and to quote H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu, "We live on a placid island of ignorance, in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far." The idea presented within cosmic horror is that we should remain content within our bubble of ignorance, for if we attempt the piecing together of dissociated knowledge, it would lead to the discovery of forms so terrible and inconceivable that they would drive one mad upon the revelation of their existence. Is the Black Goat truly an entity, or a myth propped up by a misguided people? Cahor remains prosperous, shepherding caravans into the further reaches of the east. Its walls of strong stone stand high, defended by unsullied soldiers. Though the Lovecraftian references are clear, it remains uncertain whether some of the more abominable tales of Cahor have been exaggerated. though there is much evidence to support them.